Good morning, friends. Well, today I wanted to vlog since it is the second day of spring. Yesterday was the first day of spring and I wanted to record, but it was really windy, so I figured I would wait for today. But as you guys can see, the wind carried on. All right, so I just wanted to share my garden and going to the nursery. And I actually had footage I recorded before when I was cutting some of this herbs and drying them, and I'll show you the dried herbs, and I also show you our lettuce. And then now we took out our lettuce and my son planted these summer squash. We did these from seeds. We're gonna take out the kale today and the eggplant, and then we're also going to be taking off the sugar snap peas from here. I don't know though, because we are getting some more sugar snap peas. There is one like right there, there's the other one right there, so I don't know, we'll see. I'm not sure if it's an annual or if it's a perennial, but I'm assuming that it's a annual, but I'm still gonna have to look that up. I'm not a professional gardener, I'm still learning, so I'm gonna come out here and cut some of these herbs down. I've been cutting some of these green onions, the scallions. We just come out here and we cut what we need. And these are the ones, you guys, that I have just been reusing. I bought them at the store and I keep putting back the root into the dirt, and look, they keep growing. And as you guys can see, my French tarragon is coming back. And the parsley, it's time to take the parsley out. I did take the dill out of here. It was huge, you guys. I don't know if you guys remember. And then I took out the cilantro that was here. And now we put some chamomile there. And then, let me show you guys. God, it's cold and windy. Whew. All right. So here we have, these are the Brandywine red tomatoes. And I believe these are the heirloom tomatoes. And then we took out everything from here and we filled it with dirt. And then these are the big beef tomatoes. Some more chamomile. And then these are the yellow pear tomatoes. See those? But it is kind of cold out here, well, in the shade. And then we filled this up with dirt here as well. And the oregano, this is the Italian oregano. I believe the bell pepper, I was looking into it. Some say it's an annual, some say it's a perennial, but I don't know. I think, I mean, it's still green, but I don't know. We might have to take that out. And then my French thyme, oh my God, it's coming back, thank goodness. And my chives, look at my chives. And this is just English thyme. So I was gonna cut some down, but I'm just gonna take some mint so I can dry up some mint. And I've already done this, and I gave my niece some of the herbs and she was so excited about it. But I'm gonna cut some of this mint here, dry it, and I believe that's pretty much, oh yeah, I'm gonna go get some rosemary over there to dry some rosemary as well, and some bay leaves. So let me cut all this down. So as you guys can see, look at my fig tree. Oh my God, it's getting leaves. It's getting its little leaves. And they do have little figs. Look at that. We have little figs there. So I'm hoping that this year the figs actually do well. I don't know if you guys can see right there. Where's it at? Right there, there's some figs. Pretty big ones too. So I'm hoping that it does good. I don't know. And then this is the garden. The apricot tree over there. It's got its little flowers. The plum tree, you guys, it's coming back. I'm hoping that it does well. We're going to take it out, but we have flowers already on there. So yeah, this is so far what it's looking like in the beginning of spring. Look at my sage. My sage is doing so well now, and you can see the little flowers are going to start to come out. I'm going to wait for those little flowers to come out, and then I'm going to cut some of the sage down and dry it. I usually use this for my smudge sticks, but you're supposed to use white sage, and I'm trying to look for some white sage so I can plant some so I can do my smudge sticks with those. All right, I'm back inside, and look at all this beautiful mint. Look at how beautiful and green this mint is. And look at the bay leaves. Aren't they beautiful as well? The bay leaves. I didn't pick too many of these. And I got a lot of rosemary. And this is beautiful. Look at that. And I'm just going to dry these guys. The mint, I like to dry it and have mint tea on cold days, or when I'm feeling a little under the weather, I'll make myself some mint tea. But I'm going to dry all this up. I didn't get all the herbs that I have outside, but I will do that next time. I'm just going to do these first. And then I went to Dollar Tree a few weeks ago, and actually last week, and I bought this cotton twine and this pink cotton twine, and I'm going to use these for my sage bundles. But look at the herbs that I had dried. I showed you guys those herbs that I've been drying in the closet, and look at this is my dill. Isn't this beautiful? And I leave them whole until I'm ready to use them. Then I can crush them and I can release those oils. And this is marjoram, I believe that's how you say it. I didn't get a lot of this, but I'm gonna also dry some more of the marjoram as well. But that's just some of the herbs. I have more that are in my pantry, but that's what I did with these. This is the dill seeds. This is from the dill, and it was the flower, and I showed you guys when I cut the flower. I dried the flower, and then the seeds are in here. They're so small though, they're in all this, so I'm just gonna grab that and plant that like that. But that's my my herbs. And oh, look at this wine. This wine I just recently found at my supermarket, and it was on sale for like $6 and change, and it was pretty good actually. I just love the label, that's why I picked it up. The label is so pretty. My niece brought that over the other day. I made a wreath for her for Easter. I did not film it because I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, but I will show you guys what that wreath looks like in this video. And oh, let me show you guys what my son bought me. Look at how adorable this little bunny is. My son Matthew, he bought me this at Walmart, and it was $10. Isn't he cute? He knew I loved it, in this little tricycle or whatever, unicycle or whatever you call this right here. But yeah, I loved it. He looks so cute. Look at that. Oh my God. So I was really, really, really happy with this. Love it.
So before I do my bundles, I'm going to make sure I clean very well my herbs. So I'm just going to soak them in water, and then I rinse them just to make sure I take off any dirt or any little bugs that you can find in these herbs.
Can you guys see the water, how dirty it is? Here are my herbs. So I'm going to let them dry. Actually, I'm going to spread them out so they can dry, and then I'm going to tie them. So you always want to make sure you clean your herbs really well, because there's always little bugs in them. And so I'm going to go ahead and spread them out so they can dry evenly, and then I'll bundle them up and put them in my closet. Okay, so here they are in this rack. I'm going to let them dry, and I wanted to show you guys what my niece brought me. Look at my niece. She brought me some succulents. I have them on this damp towel, and we've been spraying them with this bottle of spray here. And I think I have to cut this guy down to plant this succulent here. My son loves succulents, so these are going to go in his room. But these are from my niece Jessica's garden. And yeah, now I have to just go to Star Nursery and get the stuff that we need. All right, let me show you how I do my bundles right here. So I just cut a piece of twine or thread. This is the cotton thread that you use for cooking. And then I just grab. I do small bundles. I don't do a lot. That way it dries quicker and it doesn't get, they're not too close together and they don't get mold. Okay, like this. And I just go ahead and right at the edge of the stems. You can take off if you want the top of the leaves up here on the stems if you want to. I'm just gonna leave them like that. But go ahead and I just wrap it around a few times, nice and tight. And then I just make a knot, nice and tight. Another one. And then we have that one. And then I put them on the hanger and I hang them like this, and then I tie a little knot right there like that on the top of my hanger, and I let them dry like this. And that's how I make my bundles. This one I started down here where I had a lot of the stem showing, and yeah, see, there it is. All right, so here's my hanger, and then I'm just going to tie this. Here they are. Now make sure you give them plenty of room, space in between, so they can dry. And this one here, I think I just need to move maybe right there like that. See, just make sure that you have enough room, space in between, so the air can go through it, airflow, and you know, they don't get moldy on you. And then put it in a dark place, which is the closet in my husband's office, and I just hang it there. And in a couple of weeks, you'll have some dry herbs. Now it could take, you know, longer, it could take less time, but I usually like to leave it in there for a good couple of weeks just to make sure that they're dry. But yeah, this is how I dry my herbs. So for my bay leaves, I just leave them right here on a paper bag, and I let them dry just on their own like this. I don't hang them. There's no need to. Sometimes I'll take them off of the stem here, and I just lay them all out and I let them dry that way. Let me show you guys how I put my herbs in the closet. Okay, you guys, you see, here it is. Here's my rosemary and mint. And then I'll just put these things right underneath. These are just styrofoam mountains that my husband had made for his Christmas village. I'm just going to put them here, and then I'll put my paper bags right underneath here. So if there's any fallout, it'll fall onto the paper bags. But it's in a dark, cool place. And again, they're spread apart enough so they can have some airflow, oxygen going through there. That way we don't have any mold or anything like that. They'll be fine. Make sure that before you hang them that they're dry. You don't want them to be all wet and then all bundled up together, because they will definitely mold. But I try to do my herbs organically, and I also like to dry them organically. I let them just, you know, dry on their own. So yeah, I've been doing this for a while and it works great. I mean, I've never had any problems. So some of these are going to go to my niece Nadine, since she loves all this herbs and organic stuff. So yeah, I'm going to give her some of these. And so I love doing this. This is more of a hobby for me. It's pretty therapeutic for me. So, you know, I love doing this. All right, so my son is awake. Let's go to Star Nursery.
Yay, we're here at Star Nursery, my favorite place. So I wanted to show you guys, look at this hat. This is similar to the one that I bought at the thrift store for $4. Look at how much they're selling it here for. $20. So I actually am muting this because I don't want copyright infringement from the music that they have playing here at the Star Nursery. And there are my boys. Look at these plants. Don't they look crazy? So my son reminded me that these plants look like the ones that come out in Harry Potter when they are teaching them how to pull these plants out of the dirt and they scream. That's exactly what these look like. And this is what they're called, ginseng ficus.
That's a huge fish right there. Look at that. Oh my God. That one is huge.
Yeah, that one right there.
Yeah. Let's go fishing. There's Matthew with his jungle right there. All right, here are the plants that we bought. We got this the San Marzano one, and I got a couple marigolds. I got this bicolor one, and then this orange one. The yellow ones didn't look too good, so I didn't get a yellow one, but I will go back next weekend when my hubby's here and buy a yellow marigold. And then we bought the little tiny pumpkins for the kiddos. These are Jack B. Littles. Hopefully I can do good with the pumpkin patch this year. And then we got some garlic, and we got some of these yellow sweet Spanish onions. And so I'm going to keep them here until my hubby gets here next week and we plant them. And I'm looking at this. Look at that right there already. But yeah, when my husband comes into town next week, we'll definitely plant these. I'll keep them here and I'll just keep watering them. But my son bought himself this plant here, which is really nice. I told him his room is going to turn into a jungle and we're not going to be able to find him. This is like his, how many plants do you have now, Matt? 6 plants. He has one that's similar to this one here. And yeah, 6 plants. It's a lot. And then he got this little one right here. So yeah, these are his plants. And then of course he's going to take those succulents over there. But my daughter came by and she went to Ross and she bought me this. She said she was thinking of me and of the little tea party. And she bought this at Ross. Look at how cute. This has, it's a little tiny teapot on top. And then it has the mug down here. And she paid $8.99 for it at Ross. Isn't that pretty? And I told her I'm going to be getting ready pretty soon to do this little tea party. So, yeah, look at how cute. All right, well, that is our day. I have an audience right here.
Continue.
That was our day here. And here comes the other nosy, Dodger. I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog here. I want to thank you guys for watching and following me on this spring day. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. Say bye, Dodger. Bye-bye.
Here is my cilantro plant, and I let it get this big and grow this much because I wanted it to go to seed. And you see these seeds here? This is actually coriander, and that's what I'm trying to get here so I can dry them that way and I can use them down the line. But on this day, that's what I was doing. I was just going through my whole entire plant here and just getting all the coriander, and boy did I have a lot of it. Look at all that coriander right there. There is a lot of it in here. So here I'm going to show you. Here are my green onions that I just buy at the store. And as you can see here, I'm just showing you that I have the root and I'm just making a little hole in my soil. And I'm just putting it directly into the soil, and that's all I'm doing. And I do this every single time I use them. I'll pull them out and chop up whatever I need, and I always leave the little end where the root is at, and then I just come back and put it directly into the soil. And sometimes I don't even take them out completely. I just come out and cut the scallion part of it. But that's how easy it is to grow green onions with store-bought green onions. So here's my kale. As you can see, it was starting to bolt, so I took out most of my kale. I had just left a little bit, but yeah, this is pretty much what it looked like. And then over here I have my romaine lettuce. and this was all coming out as well. I took it just little by little. I didn't take it all out at once. Here is my dill plant. So I let it grow out this big because I wanted it to flower. And as you guys can see, here is the flower that I was telling you guys about. There's a lot of little seeds inside there. So I'm trying to preserve those seeds so I can replant my dill, since dill is an annual. And here I am again, doing the same process that I did with my herbs. I'm making sure I clean my lettuce and my kale very well. In fact, I clean this better than I do my herbs. I actually do this 3 times. I fill up my sink with water, and as you can see, I'm just submerging my lettuce and my kale in there. And then I take it out. Then I add more water, clean water, and then I do the same thing 3 times, and I get out all those little bugs, all that little dirt out of there, and you'll see right now what the water looks like. Here's what the water looks like after I've done this for a 2nd time. And don't get me wrong, I still do my herbs like this as well. I do clean my herbs really well as well. Here is my dill that I was drying, my marjoram, and my dill flowers. And I have the paper bags right underneath here. On the other side of the closet, I had rosemary and thyme drying, and again I put a paper bag right underneath there. Please excuse the closet, it is a mess, but these herbs I actually ended up giving to my niece.
No, that's lemon thyme. Such a goof.
I'm so sorry. No, you're fine.
Where's Carlos?
Causing problems at Star Nursery. I'm not parking my cart right.
Can you imagine you on the streets? Oh yeah, he's over there with Sophie.
This was last weekend when my hubby was in town and my bestie and her husband came over and helped us move some stuff, and we ended up going to Star Nursery. So I wanted to share this with you guys so you guys can see that we're always at Star Nursery, especially in the springtime. These are the times that I will always treasure, spending time with my beautiful children and my husband. Love them so much.
Oh, I know, look at that one. That one's pretty. That stuff right there. Let's see the seeds. Oh, no, it's just like right there. Jacaranda, cantaloupe. Let's see, cantaloupe. It's over here. Let me see. Watermelon, summer squash, basil. Already come out right there. Basil, summer squash, watermelon, and another jacaranda. Cool.
So I was drinking my green tea and cleaning the remaining romaine lettuce that my son harvested so we can prep the area where the lettuce was at to plant our zucchini. This is the rest of the kale that we harvested, and just like that, the season is over for our kale and our romaine lettuce.
Yeah, a little bit, huh? Yeah. Hey, you're right, Chica. More? Is that what we're doing? More? Is that good? I think that's pretty good.
Loca.